And welcome back to Are We There Yet? Season 3, Episode 2 of our Rags to Riches save with Dundalk, currently in the Irish Premier League. As you can see, we're on the finances screen, and things are starting to look pretty bleak, I'm not going to lie. If we look at the projection just quickly, you can see the balance is minus 4 million at the end of this year, and almost minus 10 million within 2 years' time. Primarily, it's the expenditure. You can see here that that's the 3.9 million, basically. The transfer budget is also depleting very, very rapidly. So things aren't looking very good there at all. But if we go to the competitions quickly, just to show everything. See, we're still unbeaten in the league. We've now got a 6-point lead over Cork City. As far as the cups go, the second round has just been drawn for the FAI Ford Cup. We've got Cobber Ramblers. The EA Sports Cup we're playing today against Wexford. We've just made the final of the Leinster Senior Cup with the win over Bray you saw. That was in the highlights there at the start of the episode. What else have we got to look at? If we go to the Premier League for just a moment, you'll see that we're on top in a lot of categories. Sam Byrne was top goal scorer, now dropped to third, but that's okay. He's come in the last 2 or 3 games in the highlights and scored about 5 goals in 2 games. So currently he's still the man leading the line, so to speak. Also average rating, Stephen O'Connor, Michael Caine, first equal with a .03 over Graham Burke there. Thierry Ambrose, who's currently playing on the wing due to injury issues, tied the most assists only through 10 games. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So as far as other news, there's not really a lot been going on. I said injuries. You see it's starting to thin out now. Michael Duffy's almost back. He's been out since the end of last season, possibly. Graham Carey is back. He's still on a minutes restriction, 45 minutes a game. Corin O'Connor still out, another 5 to 10 days. Thomas Halkadale went out for about 3 weeks, right after he got a wage increase for having played 15 games, something like that. And Curtis Hanley, our youngster, who was basically dominating on the left-hand side there with Duffy being out. You can see that before he went out, he was on a 7.6. He's averaging a 7.1 for the season. He's out with shin splints, ironically. Maybe that's because he's 16 and he's still growing. If only that were the truth. He's 5'9". I'm curious to see if that ever increases at any point. So I think we'll just jump into the game, to be honest with you. So it's against Wexford youths who are in a division below us. And you'll see a lot. It's a massive change. I don't think many people here. Phil Gawley has played a couple of first team games. Lindsay sort of been in and out because Lund's form has just been incredible lately. So yeah, I've got the big guns on the bench just in case, but I'm hoping that we're not going to need them. Because as much as I don't really care about the cup, what I do care about is the progression, or at least the ability of what you could technically call our backup players. A recent run, yeah, it is important. I think we're about 10 or 11 games without a win at the moment, so I'm just going to say, get out there and impress me. I should probably say no pressure or something like that. And you might notice Chris Fagan's back in. He's basically been superseded this year by Ambrose and Byrne, despite the fact that basically dominated for us towards the end of last season. Just hasn't found that form so far this season. Hoping today might be what'll kickstart him, because neither Byrne nor Ambrose are particularly consistent. It's probably a good word. Whereas Fagan was, he'd pop up in just every game. As somebody else, George Honeyman, he's really become consistent lately. He's always involved somehow, whether it's a goal or an assist. His corner's usually pretty on point, and his free kicks as well starting to get quite dangerous from those, especially with Messi having not played a first team game at all this season until now, I think. And that's obviously because of Cuevas and Abdallah. So today's a big day for Messi to show me something special, and at the moment no one's showing me anything. But we do have our first highlight. So Ronan Finn, it's a name I don't think I've said in a live con before. Into Lindsay. He's found Gawley. Is it 3 deflections to the goalkeeper? Wow. He is only 16. I think I'll let that slide. But that was a clear-cut chance and a half chance, all within about 3 seconds. I don't think I'd be really that impressed with a loss now, especially after the start we've had. Said we hadn't done much, and all of a sudden we've had 7 shots. Created a couple of chances, and I'd like to think that we can dominate this entire game. And that's not to be disrespectful or anything. McElhinney's in. He'll put one under. No messing around. He'll put that one in. And it's now 1-0. I'm hoping there shouldn't really need to be too much I have to do in this game. I'd like to just see team get the job done, and then we'll go into the league game. I did actually consider putting this game in the highlights and then playing both league games in the actual episode, but I thought it'd be nice to show off some of the players that don't normally be the first team or a live com as such. So today's the day. Even Herbie Kane there. I think it might be one of his first games. Since he came in on loan. Ronan Finn into Fagan. Fagan's found the back of the net. It's now 2-0. Like that. 2 goals in 3 minutes. Can't complain, really, can you? I think I may have addressed the long shot issue. Well, not really, because I mean, the only thing I changed was Fagan. Well, the striker position tactics, anyone without shoot less often. But that's all I've changed. You might have, I don't know if the match that show in previous, well, it would have shown in the highlights, but we reached the the 20+ shot mark as I talked about before, and Kelly with a massive volley into Pender. Fourth head had gone in for a second. Well, you can see Wexford today with all the long shots, and that we play a normal line. We're not sat deep or anything like that. I'm just not really understanding the long shots. Perhaps it's hacking. I really don't know. Maybe control would be a better option. Who knows? Nah. You know what? Don't let your performance drop. Simple as that. I haven't done much, so I'm not going to box down to the target in the middle like we normally do. But low attendance. I mean, we don't get much anyway, but 1,000 instead of 3,000, which I think we usually get in the league. Actually, one thing I did forget to point out earlier in regards to finances. I think we made about £4,000 gate receipts this month. If so, that. But I looked at the TV money. For a home game, you get about 12,000. If you're away, you get about 5,000. So as I said in the last episode, and as I probably said last season, we really are going to need the Champions League thing for us. And it needs to be consistent to regular thing. Otherwise, I don't know if clubs can actually go bankrupt in the game. I'm not sure about that, but this is a club that could be looking to go in that direction. And the problem is, the only way I could really keep things under control would be to minimize the wages. And that's just not possible. Like, if the club, the owners want me to keep making titles, keep winning titles, keep making the Champions League, that kind of thing, we need to spend the money to get the talent in. I think last year showed we didn't quite have the ability when it came to European football. Not that now maybe that's a little bit can't quite think of the word right now. West Brom, we played well at home and then to West Brom and conceded about 6 goals. They're what I'm assuming is a Premier League team with Rice with a really weird header. Finn's onto it. He's the only one going. Beaten the defender. Can he beat the goalkeeper as well? That was a brilliant solo goal by Ronan Finn. It was actually, I forgot to put the replays back on. Will it show up? Please show up. That was fantastic. No, it won't. It's a really weird header from Rice, but Finn ran the length of the pitch and tucked it away. I think I may bring Graham Carey in just for match fitness. The sooner we can get him back to 100%, better. And it's, I want to put him back on the left. Probably as an inside forward or a winger. I'm not quite sure. I haven't really settled. Well, look at Wexford all of a sudden with 12 shots. Well, I think we'll just drop to control now, to be honest with you, because we're up 3. I'd like to think we're good enough to not concede 4, in the next half hour. And I will bring Gary on. I want to keep the youngsters playing. Nah. I know he's better. Well, being inside forward, be on the right, but Mac counts with Ambrose at the moment, so we'll let him slot in there. Conditions looking much better today, although 70 mark that I usually try and keep to. Time to concentrate. Running out of things to talk about. There's not very many highlights. McElhinney with a corner, cleared by Dunn. Gonna fall to Massey though. And Massey's got a cross, free kick, corner, above. Nothing's gonna happen there. Wexford trying to play it out from the back could be really, really dangerous. Found a forward man to McGreevy. This is probably gonna go long over the top. I don't think we're fast enough to get there. Martin will take care of that though. Match stats have sort of taken me by surprise, if I'm being honest. 4 clear-cut chances, that sort of tells you what Martin's done today, doesn't it? Kane clears that at the front post. Probably had time to control that and do something with it, but as long as the ball's not going to the back of the net, not complaining. More substitutions? Why not? Why not? I'll drop Finn back for Lindsay. Lindsay hasn't played very well. Bring Honeyman in because Honeyman's been playing really. I'd like to see that. Maybe I'll even bring Norton on. I was considering bringing him on. Not the fastest, but I think he's going to make a better winger than he is a striker. So we'll bring him on too. Why not? Let's give them all a chance. Lindsay clears that away. McElhinney's going to get there first. Fagan should break forward. This could be gone before. That's a pretty slow break. Payne in the box. Carey at the back post. 4-0. Not the goal I thought it was going to be, but I did call it, didn't I? 4-0. Sort of just... I mean, I'm really glad that it's 4-0. Because last time I talked the team up and we had 2 draws. 4 goals in the first game. That's really not bad going at all, is it? One more concentrate. It's probably going to be way too late because 1 minute of injury time. Going along with a throw. Going to be cleared away by Wexford. Rice is going to pick it up again. Kane. Bit of Finn. Kane finds... Oh, almost found Carey. Wexford do clear it this time. So it's pretty sloppy. I fall straight back to us. Massey this time. Ball into Graham Carey. Gets the cross in, but it's straight to the keeper, and that will probably be the game. Pretty clinical victory, and I'm really glad because it was all the backup players. I was sort of in 2 minds, you know, half expecting everything to fall apart, but they proved me wrong, and I'm very happy about that. Graham Carey, and again, 5-0. And a brace for Graham Carey. 2nd game back from injury. I've missed him. I've really missed him. That's a great ball. Fagan, I think it was. I probably should have been looking. Keeper comes out. Doesn't really do much at all. And Graham Carey slots at home. And there was me saying it was already the end of the game. Pretty solid performance though. 6 long shots still frustrates me. I'm really not sure what to do about it. But 6 chances all up. 3 of those are only half chance, but I've been very clinical. I know I said it before, but you know what? You have been, and I'll say it again. We've been very clinical. There we go, 5-0. Moving. I can't think of anything in particular. Come on, mate. Be a little bit more kind than that. You see, Graham Carey's also leading the goal scoring charts. For the EA Sports Cup. We're now into, well, the quarter-final. Goes from a 2nd round to a quarter-final, just like that. We get £1,000. Yay! We're going to tell him, yeah, superb in front of goal, because that was an absolutely fantastic goal. He's on the transfer list. 30. He's getting paid not a massive amount anymore, but when I got here, it was quite a lot of money. Anyway, no need to really talk too much about that. We'll jump straight in to our game against Shamrock, and there you go. Like I was saying before, almost 13,000 for the home team, 5,000 for the away team. We need every penny of it, don't we? Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, and we're back for game number 2 now. Over to some league action against Shamrock Rovers, so I believe a third. So this game is reasonably important. No, it's really important. They're all important. Obviously we want to keep up the unbeaten run. And obviously we also want to show that, we're here to stay. This is our year. Once again, I think it'll be the fifth league title in a row. It'll be my second, which is obviously really important to me too, considering our reputation not really doing anything at the moment. I don't know if that's because we haven't won enough. I don't really know the reasons at all. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so that's probably enough chit chat. Let's just move on, shall we? I think we're the favourites again today. I just read one of the news reports before saying that we are on a 10-match unbeaten streak, and I'm assuming must be a league action. We've only played 10 league games. Oh, funnily enough, Shamrock. I was being a bit of a dick, and I said Brandon Miller and Kyle McFadden transfer targets. I read previous to that. Sorry, I should be better at multitasking. I read that Miller had stalled in contract talks, and I've been looking at him in the previous year, but he was going to cost me too much money to bring him in at the time for his wages and that sort of thing. So I thought, whatever, we'll move on. And I think we've done pretty well without him. And then I saw that pop up, so I thought, oh yeah. So I put the thing in and did the generic interview sort of press stuff afterwards. And then one of the separate ones came up saying that McFadden had expressed his desire for Miller to stay. Then I remembered how good McFadden is. He's probably better than Miller. And he was somebody I was looking at really, really seriously at centre back. Had I not already I think it's because of Burgess, because I'd already organised Burgess's transfer much earlier on. I just ignored it. And then I went back again and thought, shit, he actually is pretty good. So I put in declare interest for transfer just to... I'm a bit of a dick. Would I buy them both? Yeah, I would. Absolutely. And I think they both slot their way into the first team quite easily. As we go a goal down already, I'm too busy talking shit. And this might be karma. This might be Shamrock saying, But we're only 6 minutes. Not too concerned just yet. Wait and see what happens. I'll put Sam Byrne back up front, despite Fagan doing not too bad in the last one. Should that bite me in the ass, then Fagan will be straight back in there. I'm hoping Ambrose doesn't let me down either. Because maybe I should have gone along with McElhenney, because that is where he plays. And was the mainstay last year. Let's get some early encouragement, eh? Some early encouragement, because they're all frustrated. They're only a quarter of an hour in. What is there to be frustrated about? So that possession, Shamrock are coming at us. So things are starting to balance out. Should stop wiggling the mouse around. I've noticed that before in the videos, that I've got a tendency to wiggle the mouse where I'm talking. And it annoys me. So it probably annoys somebody else who might be watching, so I'll try my best. I'll leave it alone, eh? And also, please, I watched back the last video just, in between recording, and I noticed that the audio drops at points. I got some feedback from a friend on the previous episode that the mic quality wasn't where it should be, and I agreed. I knew, having bought a proper microphone, it should have been much better than it was. So I'm trying a few things out. At the moment, I'm working with the... and now we're 2-0 down. What the bloody hell is going on? Show some passion. Don't you dare end my winning streak now. Maybe it is my fault. Perhaps... No, I can't take it off attacking now, not that we're 2 down. Sorry, as I was saying... And now we've got Graham Carey with the corner. Sam Byrne cleared off the line. Burgess puts it away. 2-1. Alright. Yeah, so... Having a microphone, taking a little bit of adjusting. I've realised I sort of have to sit near it. It doesn't move with me like a headset did. But also that the quality wasn't where it should be. I know I said that. I'm just trying to backtrack to where I was before I got distracted by that goal. So I'm working with OBS and looking at the noise gate. I thought I had it. I ran a bunch of tests before I started recording, but it didn't work out the way I thought it might. How is that bullshit? Oh, mate, that's fucking dreadful. Oh, if they ask me about that in the media, I'll be having a bloody frenzy. And Honeyman's been sent off for it. Well, shit. Counter? More direct? I don't know. Hit early crosses. I'm not really sure what to do now. Well, I'm not gonna give Honeyman any shit for that, because the simple fact is I was just as pissed off. Abuse towards the officials. I don't know if you saw that at the bottom of the screen there. I might actually praise him. That I thought was bullshit. So did O'Connor, and obviously Honeyman did too. Where is he? Got green boots. There should be him there. Not gone on for long enough. I'm gonna tell them they're unlucky. We can still get a result. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that now. I think we may lose the streak. I'd love to come back for at least a draw. So yeah, I'm working with the OBS noise gate. Thought I had it figured out. Obviously I didn't, because the audio was cutting in and out. So that clearly tells me that I've got something set wrong. I'm not entirely sure what it is yet. I've adjusted it again for this video, so I'm hoping that I've got it right. I probably should have saved before, but then at the same time, I don't want to be reloading, saving, that kind of thing. I'd rather have audio drop out than be reloading. So I promise I'll work on it. I'll try and make sure that things are tidied up as soon as possible. We're actually still looking pretty strong. You know, if we get back to the game now, I think I've blabbed for long enough throughout this entire episode. I'm just really happy to be back recording and stuff again. I really enjoy this. It's a nice way to spend my time. My spare time. Burgess, please be sensible. We can't afford to go down another goal. What's happening here? Connolly, I'm gonna blame this on myself. I shouldn't have rocked the boat with those declare interests. I may have pissed off my own players in the process, as well as probably fired up their players. But at the same time, I'm a little bit 10 men. I still think we could do some damage. Oh no. I don't know what else to do. 4-1. That's, I mean, it's not deserved. Look at the match stats. It's actually really equal. They've, well, been clinical. I said that enough times in the game before, didn't I? But at the same time... Anyway, one loss. I mean, as long as it doesn't get demoralizing, because it's starting to look like it might, I may have to adjust some things here just to stop us going down by 10. Nobody's played very well at all, except for Graham Carey. A lot of Burgess's will be the goal. I don't know what... Well, there's nothing I can really do. So, with that in mind, McElhinney's going to come in. And that's it at the moment. Because there's still half an hour to go. I'm not going to bother putting it back on attacking. I mean, we probably could sneak. Ah, bugger it. We've got nothing to lose. Just gone right back on what I've said. A highlight for us, though, finally. Gannon into McElhinney. He's just giving it away. He's giving it away. That's all. The wheels have fallen off. And I actually praised them just before this game, too. Said that we had a really good start. Keep it up. Kane with a brilliant tackle there. Finds Carey, who's not beaten Madden. That's a careless pass, but, you know, being the one man down, that's where Honeyman would be. McElhinney's picked it up. Can get a ball in. Kane. Go on, poke it through. Carey. Burn. Well, I'm sort of in two minds. One part of me is pissed off that we've been embarrassed. 4-1 is dreadful. The other part of me feels Honeyman was really hard done by, and that the match stats don't reflect the scoreline in any way at all. And for once, we've only got one shot off target. That doesn't happen very often. If we can just keep it to 4-1. Calm down. Relax, it's not your fault. O'Connor, please don't. No. 8. We are going to drop Sam Byrne or Herbie Kane. He's going to drop back there. And he's going to be a ball-winning midfielder. And we're playing a 4-1-2-2. And Honeyman in spirit, because he didn't deserve to be sent off. I'm really sour about that. Curiosity, 326. We normally have quite a good away following. Oh, what a shitter. What an absolute shitter. I put it back on attacking. This is all my fault. Don't be 6. Oh, don't embarrass me that much. Can I just close my eyes till it's done? Oh no. Oh, fuck. There's no part of me anymore that thinks we're hard done by. The match stats still don't add up, but 6 bloody goals. Think about the morale. It's going to plummet after this. And even the keeper's wasting time. Mate, you're up 6-1. And there's more players missed another header. It's 3 missed headers. And I'm going to check the stats in a second too, because I'm pretty sure that's 3 I've seen. And we meant to be good in the air. What an absolute joke. Aggressive. You were shit. You were not good enough at all. Burgess, mate, look at that. You plummeted. You all plummeted. I'm disappointed in your second half performance. Everyone. And I'm happy about the mistake. Drop in the second half is not acceptable. We're just shit in general. Gary did alright. Well, basically, it's the defense that's let us down, isn't it? No comment, but the ref's a dick. The ref's a dick. Oh, not a fic. Dick. Can I make a formal complaint? I don't care about that. Mate, whatever. Honeyman's banned. No action. Graham Carey's told everyone that Dick. Swindon Town, they want Madden as well, do they? So do I. It's gonna cost him. Looks so good, and he's only 23. Yeah, well, that upsets me. Anyway, now it's getting a bit silly, isn't it? You know what? We're coming back for a revenge game against Shamrock. I'll play the next 4 league games. In the highlight reel, and then we'll be coming back for Shamrock in the EA Sports Cup, and then Longford in the league. We just checked the league briefly. Now it's only 4 points. It was 7 at one point, and you've destroyed my goal difference. Anyway, this has gone on long enough. So if you've enjoyed it, please come back for the next one. So as always, thanks very much for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Bye.